are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Wentz now on first down. Interception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
40-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open.
He's got daylight. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. With the first touchdown of the Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Eagles.
So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with Philip Lindsay. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
The 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun. He's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 and the 6.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsay. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. A big one here early in this. And he get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsay taking it in. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And we'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never brought the play-action fake.
And complete to Zach Ertz. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 17, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's the fullback there to make the grab. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. That's a lot what the Eagles did in this team. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. Only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact when he go deep.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Wentz. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there to start their next drive, Philip Lindsey and the Broncos. Blocking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Lock. Comes out on the hip, but they say it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. He completes this to Sullivan. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season. And that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsay with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Flushed it, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable for Grant. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it. Well, with his defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Come on. And the way home for the Broncos score. Philip Lindsay with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. They missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
needs a little bit of help. And I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
He's got it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jarrell Casey, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Wentz to throw, and the pressure gets to him again. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Eagles coming up here on a third and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's complete to Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Locke working out of the gun. There's that man again. It's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
Brandon McMahon.
And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort.
25-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 29, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. taken from the gun. Wentz. It will be incomplete.
Wentz's pass intended for Zach Ertz.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. Timed well, incomplete.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in at 200 yards. That's a really big game.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
36-yard line.
A quick throw outside by Locke. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Locke to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together.
You have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Buying time to his left. He can run, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. This fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
What they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Another run here with Sanders. He'll be brought down about the 28.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now Wentz. And he connects Wentz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. He'll get this to Ward. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At their 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Wentz. Pass incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try and run forward with Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent us.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This is out quickly to the right. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on. Shotgun snap to Lock. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
15-yard line.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And now the throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10. That's a 29-yard
block now on first down. He'll cut this one off to Lindsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 4.
At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
4-yard line.
On first down, Lock. And that Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
For Jerry Jeudy.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
39-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And quickly finding Rager. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
49-yard line.
On first down, Wentz. And it's complete to Jeffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wentz now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Bryce Callahan. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back pumped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
2-yard gain. It's 4th.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They're going with Lenzen. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
At the 17-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
A lot going to throw it here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Derek Barnett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because it certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing his Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.